Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Okay. Think the camera's working. The camera is rolling. The microphone is working as well. So, welcome to my humble abode, folks. So, today I'm going to be talking about some information that I really wish I would have gotten in my own past. So, to give you guys a little bit of reference, when I first started working out, I was about 16, 17, getting closer to 17, about a buck 55 soaking wet. I have a distinct memory of a football weights practice to where I was struggling on incline bench press with only a dime on each side. That's a total of 65 pounds, and I had to have people spotting me and ripping the weight up off of me each and every rep. They had us doing pull-ups, and I was being pushed up, shoved up each and every rep. The person below me was doing more of a military press and getting more workout than I was doing the actual pull-ups, if you can even call them that. So my big issue in growing up was I needed to gain weight. I simply needed to have a sizable frame, actually have a presence when entering a room, rather than being very skinny, very breakable, very small, especially on a 6'1" frame. So buck 55 soaking wet, 6'1" is very, very small. And that's my origins. That's where I came from. So I'm going to help some of you guys out who are in a similar boat, who are very, very skinny, have a high metabolism, and think it's very, very hard for you guys to be gaining weight. So to give you a reference to, I played too many video games back then. I thought my metabolism was way too high, and I simply thought it wasn't possible for me to gain weight. I mean, man, I ate 2, sometimes 3 meals a day. I didn't exercise much, so, where was the weight all going? Well, that's just the harsh truth of someone with, who burns through food and calories like that, which I still do. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips. I'm going to give you actually 3 big tips today, so count these off. Number 1, and man, this is the most important. This is the foundation. This is what's going to actually help you out the most in the long run, forming healthy habits. Extremely important. We're not just in this for the short term, we're in this for the long run, and that's where habits are going to come in. Number 1, eat breakfast. This is something to where, as someone who actually practices intermittent fasting now, it's interesting to see that I was doing a little bit of unintentional intermittent fasting and actually probably further charging up my super high metabolism by never having breakfast. I'd go to school without eating anything. I generally wouldn't have, the school breakfast or anything of the likes. I just go straight to class because I enjoyed sleeping in. On the weekends, when I would stay up all night playing Call of Duty and Halo, I would wake up at about, I'd probably go to bed about 3 o'clock, and I may eat around that time, or I may have just gone right to bed. When I woke up, usually around, anywhere between 11 a.m. and 3 to 4 p.m., I didn't eat anything for the first usually 2 to 4 hours after I woke up. Straight back to the games, straight back to the grind, and this just spiked my metabolism so much higher. And like I said, unintentional intermittent fasting there, but it also made me miss out on a very big nutritious potential meal, which I personally have my largest meal now at breakfast time when I am not fasting, which I only do about 2 or 3 days a week. That's besides the point. So eat breakfast, extremely important. You're missing out on a third of your overall calories if you do not eat breakfast. And if you have a big breakfast, man, you can get in a little bit over a third of your daily calories. Very, very easy, very, very well. This could be things like eggs, lots of milk, have a protein shake in the morning, high fats, high protein, moderate carbs. That's going to help you out very well in the morning. Number two, very, very important right here as well, is to drink milk. This is one of the most calorically dense and easy to access tools you're going to get when trying to gain weight. Whole milk. We don't play around with 2% or 1% around here. This is something I didn't take advantage of enough. This is something I currently take a lot of advantage of because to simply maintain my weight, it is around 3,500 calories a day. So I don't like to eat that much most days, so I drink a few cups of milk a day to help me keep up with that caloric load. This is something where I'd recommend, and this is something you can try out verbatim, 2 to 4 big ol' dinner cups. So let me show you. 2 to 4 cups about this size, so around 12 to 16 ounces of milk a day. So that's really easy. One right when you wake up with breakfast. Smash that out. Nice and simple. Then you have another one potentially at lunch. If you're in school, have the school milk, anything along the likes of that. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, just have some milk. And then with dinner, have 1 to 2 glasses. Maybe you get home from school, have a glass. You get it home from work, whatever it might be, drink some milk. You can throw that together with any meal. Okay, that's super important. Make sure you follow through with that. 2 to 4 cups a day. Very beneficial for you. Then the third one, the most important, well, these are all very important. I feel like I've been saying that about all of them. But this one is really going to hit home for you guys. You need to have calorically dense foods. So you need to have things on deck, go-to snacks or meals that are going to not only fill you up, but be 1,000+ calories. Something that's very much going to benefit and accent your weight gain. And ideally this whole time you're in the gym, you're putting in 2 or 3 days a week of working out, or you're just staying active, just anything that's basically going to make sure that this extra calorie allotment or this extra energy that you're eating every single day should be dispersed into things that are going to take a little bit of energy, things that are going to benefit you like exercise. So have some calorically dense food. You need to fuel yourself very, very well. So this is, and this isn't Patrick Bell, fitness coach, recommending this to a client. This is me telling 16 to 25-year-old guys who aren't very active but have very high metabolisms on what they can do to eat more food. So, man, one of my go-tos was waffles and peanut butter. I'd make 4 waffles, smother those bad boys in peanut butter, drizzle some maple syrup all on top of those, and I put 2 tablespoons in this is almost 200 calories. I do about 3 to 4 of those. I put 2 tablespoons on each waffle. Just the Eggos, the simple ones. Get some blueberry in there if you're feeling a little adventurous. But adding the maple syrup, adding the peanut butter, that's going to be a huge caloric bomb right there. Easily 1,000+ calories. I recommend 4 waffles. Get a nice plate filled with them. I did the same thing with bagels as well too. That was something I just make some bagels, single bagel, 2 bagels, smothered in peanut butter. Easy, quick, done. Next one is a very dense protein shake. I'd recommend a mass gainer like this. This is something I missed out on as a kid, and it didn't benefit me one bit. Having this actual protein powder right here, the Body Fortress that I still use today occasionally. I should have been using mass gainers. You guys should be using mass gainers. Much more calorie. There's a lot more calories in them. So mix those up. 12 to 16 ounces of milk inside that. That's a way you can get in your extra milk. Throw in some oatmeal in there. Throw in lots of peanut butter in there. Throw in some maple syrup. Put a little bit of honey in there. Throw a banana. Get yourself lots and lots of calories. Another trick I used to do was the Hungry Man. I would get the chicken, boneless chicken breast breaded, something along the likes with a brownie, some potatoes, and some corn. I'd get 2 of those, 2 for $5. Nice and easy. Throw those in the oven. Big meal right there. I think 1,600 calories, something along the lines. Lots of protein, very high in sodium. Again, these aren't going to be the most nutritious foods, but they're going to be quick and easy and calorically dense. And last one, go to Patrick Bell meal right here. Write this one down. The best thing you'll ever have. Little Caesars hot and ready pizza. $5, 2,200 calories, quick, easy, and done. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I'm going to get on out of here before it hits about 10 minutes because I want to keep this video as short as possible. But those are the 3 biggest things that have helped me out in gaining weight and going from a $155 soaking wet to 195, 200 pounds like I am today. See ya.